Hello and welcome to OWTV. I'm joined by Team Vision's tank player, Tama. How are you this evening?
I'm great, thanks.
Bit of a disappointing end to the regular season. What did the week of scrims look like heading into the game against VP?
I mean, we didn't really scrim like at all. There was Saudi E-League going on at the same time, the grand finals of that. So we were mostly just playing against our Saudi E-League roster in like a mix. And then we had like 1 day of preparation maybe, but we didn't really put much effort into the preparation because it wouldn't really change like the seeding or whatever anyways. Like we were pretty sure that Qadsiah is just gonna pick us, so we didn't really care about this game, so to speak.
Right, so was that kind of an opportunity to try some things? Like, for instance, we saw on Lijiang pretty much full mirror, but the Juno coming in instead of the Lucio, which we haven't really seen anywhere else this stage.
Yeah, I mean, since we didn't really like, it was more of an experiment in the match itself, because we didn't really get the chance to practice against such a like high level team in scrims before. So, I don't know, like we didn't really want to mirror Lucio comps, so we just figured like we just make the best out of it, ban Tracer, I think, and then try Juno. And it was, I don't know, I don't think it was a comp issue at that point, but we just tried it.
Fair enough. So on that map, otherwise full mirror. So you say it wasn't really down to a comp issue. So do you think that's more to do with VP it meant more to them, or they had a better reading of the mirror matchup with the Zarya?
No, they just played well. Like they were just better than us as a team. Like maybe we have like good individual players, but as a team in the Zarya mirror, we didn't like. People made individual mistakes or like didn't really play the comp right at certain points, or like I don't know, just like really fundamental mistakes that you just have if you're not practicing that much. And I don't know, I don't think VP did anything special. I think they just played standard and we just fell over pretty much. But it's okay.
But you did look a bit better in the Zarya mirror going on to Junkertown, albeit with a different backline. So what changed there, do you think?
I mean, we got some on Junkertown because we played it so much. We have like some fundamentals there, like how we want to play the map specifically. So it doesn't really matter what comp we end up on. We kind of always do the same thing. And to be honest, Zarya probably wasn't a pick there, like against, like they played a real Zarya comp and we played like Zarya Ilari or something. I could have probably switched, but we had like really good results on Zarya and like the few scrims we had. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna stick to it the whole game and hope we lock in at some point and I can carry or something. But yeah, I think this is like a map specific strength that we have.
And then as the map progressed, it kind of devolved into more of a D versus ball matchup, and you didn't seem quite as comfortable into that. Was that just going more sort of back to what you were saying about lack of preparation and with how do you?
Yeah, I mean, we expected to just play Zarya and be fine, and I was kind of in that mindset to just keep playing like sub tanks and like the counter dive play style kind of, because we said we didn't want to mirror dive because we didn't really play dive in the days before. So I don't know, probably a mistake, and maybe in hindsight we should have just dive mirrored or something, but it was hard to make the decision in the moment when you only have like limited evidence, like what comps are good and stuff.
And then final map Kings Row, I feel like even if you have these circumstances, you have Saudi E-League, you have the game sort of doesn't hugely matter, it's still must be a real test of how much frustration you can take. I think that map. It was, you tried quite a lot, but you, in hindsight, maybe what do you think you were missing to break their hold?
I mean, it was like we talked about like past mistakes, and then we just made completely new ones. Like it's like some classic don't clear the tracer and we just walk or something like that. Or we also just on like fun heroes. We just on like Pharaoh and Hanzo or something. And so just playing Freya Tracer. And then like timing is off and so like the game was just gone. There was nobody had any like, there was no flaming, there was no like hard feelings, like I don't know. It was we didn't really prep and we got, that's the result, you know, like nobody took it too harshly, I think.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Just go next.
Precisely. Well, we very much are now next season, next balance. I mean, to me, it seems like there's not really a lot that's changed, quite light on the changes, but what were your first impressions when you read the patch notes?
Nothing ever changes. It's a, how to say it? It's a nothing burger patch. It doesn't do anything, I think. There's like Juno has a little bit faster ult, Mauga has a little bit faster ult, Tracer is bugged now, so I don't know, but the Tracer perks didn't really change anything, I think. Like, if you don't have to immediately triple blink out, you get your blinks back anyways. Like, I think it's gonna stay the same. And what was else? Like, Reaper, like, really specific, has different mobility now, a different combination of perks, but I think in essence it's the same hero, so like, it's not really much going on. So I think very, very minor. And the Wuyang nerf, of course, like that's like maybe a bigger one, but I don't know how real that really is. Yeah.
Yeah, so not really much changing in scrims either, just kind of more of the same.
No, I watched like watched another interview before this while I was eating, like the Hawk interview where he said they just tried to spread propaganda in scrims. I think we tested like every single comp possible just because of the patch. Like, I play Mauga for some reason. No clue if that hero is actually good. But I don't know, a lot of teams, we didn't really scrim that much yet, but maybe Juno Brick, because Brick got buffed last time and Juno got buffed this time, maybe they can somehow catch up to like how fast Lucio and Kiri can build ults. But I think it's pretty fake, to be honest, to change your comps at this point. Not to reveal too much from us, of course.
What maybe would you like to have seen instead?
I mean, there's like some characters that are just really strong always, like Kiriko, Tracer, Symmetra. Like, we could have probably done something about that. Like a Kiriko nerf is like, I don't know how long Kiriko has to be meta for that character to get nerfed, but yeah, I mean, that was the only thing I think that I wanted to see, because it mixes up the comps and the counterplay of those comps. It changes like a lot of stuff, because suddenly your team doesn't get dived by Kiriko and get cleansed every ability that you just used, but they actually have to. They can actually get punished. Let's say that.
Moving on to playoffs, there's a quite clear top three with Qadsiah, Virtus.pro, and Twisted Minds in EMEA. What will it take to take a spot off one of these three?
We need some magic, I think, but also thinking about like probably Qadsiah is one of our best, or the best option for us out of the three. Just because of what type of comps they play and what we can do about that. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a dogfight if we really try our hardest. And now we're prepping really hard actually. So I don't know. It's good being the underdogs. I think it takes pressure away from us, and our expectations are to come fourth place or maybe for fifth place or something. That was the expectations before the season started, and now everybody's like still looking for more. Like we're not, nobody is satisfied with being fourth place right now, so we're trying harder.
What would it mean to you personally if you were able to overcome one of these big dogs and make it to Stockholm?
I mean, that would be really nice, to be honest. Like I personally it's like my first WCS stage, so kind of like reaching for the stars maybe, but why not? Like this is actually like the last Stockholm was the first Overwatch event that I ever like attended as a as a viewer basically, and it would be fun to just 1 year later play on that same stage that I watched. That would be really, really nice, and also to see our team again, because I met up with them at the LCQ, and I look forward to like seeing them in person as well if we get the chance.
You said you think if you could beat one of the big three, it would be Qadsiah. They have picked you for the first game. You haven't played each other in an official since the first week of the regular season. What's changed in that time in the matchup between you two?
I think like the meta didn't really evolve that much. It's more like they didn't really change their style, and it's like I think we are more unpredictable than they are. Even though there's like so many matches they've played already, so many different like styles they've shown, and they always stick to the same sort of comps. So, and it's like, for example, Sia playing D.Va a lot, and us being able to play like Monkey and Ram and Zarya and that sort of stuff. Like, in theory, it should be a good matchup, even though like all they do is try to work around the D.Va and try to make it work somehow. And we just have to be one of those teams that try to find a counter to that.
If you beat Qadsiah on Saturday, that's it. You've qualified. There's still seeding, but you have made World Finals, which, I mean, would be lovely. That would be a very nice start to the weekend. If you'd lose, you play Peps on Sunday. How confident would you be facing them?
I mean, I don't think anyone in our team is scared of Peps, to be honest. I think we should win comfortably against them. And I think also that they have a lot of players that maybe are newer to playing at such a high stakes game. So we probably have an advantage in that as well. When like the stakes get higher, that they like tend to make more mistakes and stuff like that. I think we don't really have that. So I would say we're pretty confident against Peps.
Well, what would you say pre-match, as it were, to Qadsiah and potentially to Peps?
I mean, they're just like one tricks that are really good. As soon as there's a problem, they're gonna crumble. I think it's just like if you find like a weakness in the armor, then they're just gonna fall apart. I'm pretty sure. Qadsiah obviously being a little bit harder than Peps, to be honest, but
just a little bit.
Same theory.
Well, before I let you go, do you have any message to the fans going into playoffs?
Thank you so much for your support, and I hope you tune in on Saturday and watch us play and upset Qadsiah. Thank you so much.
Well, the very best of luck to you. Thank you very much for joining me, and best of luck once more.
Thank you for having me.